I'd say the first thing that saved me was being detached. And how do you become detached? Well, I could look into it more. I don't know how you can be born detached when they mean inherited. I'm trying to figure out. I usually can figure out what it really means when it's inherited, because you're not. There's usually something first, and then feeling detached is second. But I have a theory that it could be my childhood, and Mama wasn't treated right, and I was in the womb, and there's a good chance that I may have been traumatized in the womb, causing dissociation. And I'm thinking it must have been pretty bad if I dissociate, because usually people in great trauma dissociate. I mean, some of the worst traumas, but then again, you don't. It is inherited because the tendency to react in dissociation is inherited, and that I can see that in my mom's side of the family, because my mom not only dissociated in response to her feeling her abuse, but her family is shy, quiet, introverted, and those are usually what signs, come with, not always, people who dissociate, and they've been through hard times as well. So the first thing that helped me through life since I can remember, that made me different, made me consider knowledge before anything else, before feelings, it was to be dissociated, because dissociated is to be detached and outside, and I felt disconnected from everything, from being immediately consumed in emotion and feeling in response to life. And the only way to have that luxury, that gap, to be separated from those things naturally, as if breathing, is to be dissociated or detached. Some people can do it, some people can teach themselves that, but then again, you can't do that unless the tendency is inherited first, because some people simply can't. You can't teach them without an experience or multiple experiences. But then again, I also read, according to mind programming experiments, that some people are, no matter how much is facilitated through drugs, trauma, and torture, that some people cannot dissociate at all and they end up getting rid of those kind in underground mind programming, human slavery. But anyways, so first was knowledge for me before feelings and emotions. And it's very interesting, because later on I learned to value love still today, but I'm also coming across some new ideas. But besides that, and there are new ideas that haven't been, they're very new. Anyways, that's what made me different first. That's what saved me from the very beginning and made me different. Was first and foremost, above all, was that. And what I think what made it different was that it came before tragedy, because so that I had it without being depressed. So a lot of people have that and are depressed because they get it from a tragedy, and actually, yes, it does make you depressed because you don't feel like you can relate to anything, because you're not like most people who are always reacting to life immediately with emotions and feelings. You don't feel the same way about the world as others, so you feel detached from the world. Sooner or later, you do feel depressed. But in the beginning, as a child, the first thing I noticed was I could see things different, being detached. And before any trauma or tragedy, I was more curious and adventurous. That's what it did for me, and it helped me look at things creatively and innovatively different. And that's the value. That's what was different. That is step one.